In history, we have the story of one local man who was the pioneer for one particular food.
From the early days of the European settlement of the Mohawk Valley, dairy farming was an important source of commerce and sustenance. The process of making butter and cheese was primarily carried out by hand on family farms. That changed in 1851 when a farmer named Jesse Williams of Rome, New York, developed a system of uniting dairymen. But Williams' career in cheese production began years before. Jesse felt that the inconsistency between the quality of cheese, even the size and shape of cheese, hurt the market. He worked for years on inventions and processes that would improve the marketability of his cheese. In 1851, Jesse Williams combined his milk with milk from his son's farm and produced cheese at his cheese factory, the first of its kind in the country. The factory, called Highland Mills, stood near where the New York State Fish Hatchery is located in Rome today. Neighboring farmers heard about what Williams was doing and joined in the cooperative. Williams made the cheese and they all shared in the profits. In that first year, 1851, the factory produced 100,000 pounds of cheese. Soon, the news of Williams's cheese factory in Rome spread beyond central New York. Farmers from all across the country made their way to Rome to learn the new tricks which Jesse Williams and his family were happy to share. In a decade and a half, there were 500 factories like Highland Mills throughout New York State, leading to the formation of the New York State Cheesemakers Association, which was a forerunner to the American Dairy Association. By the time of his death in 1864, the innovations of Jesse Williams led to Oneida County becoming the cheese capital of the state. To commemorate the 100th anniversary of the first cheese factory, a large celebration was held in Rome. Among those in attendance was John H. Kraft, president of Kraft Foods. Kraft praised Jesse Williams as a pioneer whose ideas and tools helped make America great. Produced with the cooperation of the Oneida County History Center, I'm Joe Kelly, and this is Hidden History.